Hello everyone and welcome to Old Coins TV channel. If you love exploring the world of coins, their history, value, and rare discoveries, you've come to the right place. Here, we'll share exciting information about coins from around the world, from ancient treasures to modern currency. So, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell icon to never miss our latest videos. The 2018 Lincoln 1-cent coin continues one of the longest-running coin series in United States history, a tradition that began in 1909 with the introduction of the Lincoln wheat cent to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over more than a century, the cent has undergone multiple design transformations and metallurgical changes, transitioning from the early bronze alloy to the current copper-plated zinc composition. The 2018 penny stands as part of the shield reverse era, which began in 2010 and symbolizes the unity of the United States after the Civil War. Although it is a modern coin produced in very large numbers, collectors appreciate it as a continuation of an iconic American coinage tradition, where each small design element carries symbolism connected to national strength, unity, and heritage. The obverse front of the 2018 penny features Victor David Brenner's famous portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, which has been used for more than 115 years and is one of the most recognized designs in American numismatics. Lincoln is shown in a right-facing profile with finely detailed sculpting that reflects dignity and calm leadership. Above his head appears the motto, "In God We Trust," one of the nation's most important inscriptions. To the left of the portrait stands the word, "Liberty," symbolizing one of the founding values of the United States. On the right side of Lincoln's shoulder is the date 2018, accompanied by a mint mark P, D, or S depending on where the coin was produced. Every part of the obverse pays respect to Lincoln's legacy as the president who preserved the Union, and the design continues to remain culturally meaningful in modern America. The reverse side of the 2018 penny displays the bold Union shield, introduced in 2010. This shield contains 13 vertical stripes representing the original colonies, topped by a strong horizontal bar symbolizing federal unity under a single nation. Across the shield is a scroll carrying the denomination, 1 cent, emphasizing that the penny may be small in value but significant in national symbolism. Above the shield appears the inscription, "United States of America," expressing the unity and identity of the nation. Below the scroll, the designer's initials can be seen, representing the artists who crafted this modern era of the cent. The shield design intentionally replaces the earlier, Lincoln Bicentennial, reverse series and is meant to provide a long-term design comparable in longevity to the classic Wheaton Memorial reversed. The 2018 1-cent coin uses the standard modern composition adopted in 1982, 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper electroplating. This means the coin is primarily a zinc blank with a thin copper layer giving it the traditional penny color. It has a weight of 2.5 grams and a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, making it lightweight compared to pre-1982 pennies that were made mostly of copper. The shift to copper-plated zinc was implemented by the U.S. Mint to reduce production costs since producing a full copper penny became more expensive than the coin's face value. Although the composition is inexpensive, it still offers durability and keeps the familiar appearance Americans associate with pennies. 3 major U.S. mints produced the 2018 penny: Philadelphia P, Denver D, and San Francisco S. The Philadelphia Mint, one of the largest coin-producing facilities in the world, struck billions of circulation pennies. Denver also produced billions, recognizable by the D mint mark. San Francisco, however, made premium quality proof coins intended for collectors, carrying the S mint mark. Proof pennies have highly polished mirrors and frosted details, making them far more visually striking than circulation strikes. These mint variations are essential to collectors who look for differences in finish, rarity, and strike quality. The 2018 penny is considered a high mintage modern coin, meaning billions were produced, so most examples are common. Philadelphia and Denver each struck well over 1 billion units for daily circulation, ensuring that this coin remains easy to find in pocket change. The proof versions from San Francisco are scarcer because they were made in significantly lower quantities for coin sets rather than general circulation. While normal circulated coins have low monetary value, specific varieties, errors, and high-grade uncirculated coins can hold collector interest and higher value. Some 2018 pennies attract attention due to minting errors, such as off-center strikes, die cracks, die chips often seen on the shield area and struck through debris marks. These errors occur due to mechanical misalignment, die deterioration, or foreign objects interfering with the striking process. Well-defined errors, like major off-center strikes or large die breaks, can be much more valuable than normal coins. Minor die chips like extra metal near the letters or shield areas are less valuable but still interesting to collectors who enjoy variety hunting. Error coins show that even modern high-speed minting machines produce unique collectibles. Coin condition plays a major role in determining collector value. Most 2018 pennies found in circulation will show wear, dull surfaces, or scratches due to handling and may be graded as very fine (VF) or extremely fine (XF). High-quality uncirculated examples with sharp details and bright luster are much more desirable and can reach grades like Mississippi 65, Mississippi 67, or even Mississippi 68, especially from mint sets. Proof pennies from San Francisco may receive grades like PR 69 or PR 70, with perfect coins being extremely valuable to specialized collectors. The appeal of grading lies in preserving the coin's condition as a modern collectible with historical and aesthetic significance. Although common circulation 2018 pennies are worth face value, certain specimens, such as high-grade slab coins, proof coins, and dramatic error coins, can gain higher market value. For example, a Mississippi 68 graded penny is far scarcer than typical circulation coins and may attract strong collector interest. Proof coins with perfect mirror fields and no imperfections have even stronger demand. Collectors also value complete date and mint sets, meaning 2018 pennies are usually included in modern penny albums, especially those focusing on the shield reverse era. The 2018 penny remains part of everyday American commerce, widely used in transactions, change-making, and price rounding. While some countries phased out their lowest denominations, the United States continues minting billions of cents yearly due to traditional use, public preference, and policy decisions. Even though production costs exceed face value, the penny remains culturally iconic. The 2018 issue represents a typical example of modern monetary production where tradition and economics meet in a coin used by millions daily. The 2018 penny exists within a period of increasing debate about the cost-effectiveness of producing 1-cent coins in the United States. During these years, the U.S. Mint publicly released cost reports showing that the penny cost more to produce than its face value. Despite this, billions continued to be minted because businesses, retailers, and consumers still relied on exact pricing systems involving cents. The 2018 cent therefore represents a coin caught between tradition and economic practicality. In many discussions, the penny is seen as a symbol of American sentimentality. People feel emotionally connected to it because it has been part of U.S. culture for generations, even though modern economics suggests it may be obsolete. This balance between emotional value and financial inefficiency makes the 2018 penny uniquely interesting in national currency discussions. By 2018, the U.S. Mint had implemented highly advanced automated systems that improved speed, efficiency, and quality control. Modern minting machines were capable of striking hundreds of pennies per minute, and optical scanning technology automatically detected flaws during production. This helped reduce the number of defective coins entering circulation, although some errors still slipped through, which is why 2018 error pennies are collectible today. The manufacturing process included computer-assisted dies, precision engraving, and laser-aided die polishing. These technological improvements meant that most 2018 pennies have crisp details, sharper edges, and more consistent quality compared to older decades where machinery was less sophisticated. In addition to normal circulation coins, the U.S. Mint produced 2018 pennies in various collector-oriented sets. These included the U.S. Mint Uncirculated Coin Set, the U.S. Mint Proof Set, and the Silver Proof Set, all of which contained specially prepared 2018 cents. Uncirculated cents from mint sets were struck with extra pressure and handled more carefully, resulting in greater luster and sharper detail. Proof cents from San Francisco featured mirrored surfaces and frosted designs created through a multi-step polishing process. Packaging for these sets included informational inserts, certificates, and protective cases, ensuring that the pennies remained untouched and preserved in pristine condition for decades. Collectors often seek these premium versions because they represent the highest quality examples of the year. Although freshly minted 2018 pennies shine with a bright, vibrant copper color, their long-term appearance changes depending on environmental exposure. Because they are made mostly of zinc with a thin copper coating, the copper layer can darken over time, developing brown or reddish-brown tones. In harsh environments, the copper may wear away, revealing the silver-gray zinc underneath. This is why older circulated pennies sometimes appear two-toned or dull. In contrast, carefully stored uncirculated or proof 2018 pennies can develop beautiful natural toning, such as gold, red, purple, or blue shades, caused by oxygen exposure over years. These toned coins can be highly appealing to collectors because each one develops a unique color pattern. The 2018 penny also plays an important role in American culture beyond commerce. It is frequently used in schools for teaching counting, arithmetic, and basic economics. Teachers often use pennies in hands-on classroom activities where children learn about saving, budgeting, and identifying U.S. coins. The image of Lincoln on the penny also provides young students an early introduction to U.S. history and the importance of major presidential figures. In many classrooms, the penny is considered not only currency but a learning tool that helps the next generation understand money management and historical symbolism. Because billions of 2018 pennies were produced, these coins remain widely used for such educational purposes. In recent years, discussions around the environmental impact of minting billions of pennies each year have become more common. The production of billions of zinc blanks, transportation to minting facilities, and energy consumption during coin striking raise concerns about sustainability. Some argue that eliminating the penny could reduce environmental strain and save resources. The 2018 penny reflects this ongoing debate. Its existence shows that while the U.S. Mint continues traditional production, policymakers and economists still examine the environmental and financial costs. Coin collectors sometimes preserve 2018 pennies as part of this larger historical moment, viewing them as coins minted during a time of transition in economic and environmental thinking. Coin roll hunters, people who search bank rolls for collectible coins, often target 2018 pennies because they can appear in high grades or contain interesting errors. Bank-wrapped rolls from 2018 sometimes contain large numbers of brilliant uncirculated pennies that never entered circulation, which is desirable for collectors who enjoy searching for high-grade examples. Some CRH enthusiasts also search for double die varieties, die cracks, or shield chips that can add value. Because 2018 pennies are still modern and widely available, coin roll hunting groups online often discuss the best ways to identify special features from this year. This makes the 2018 penny a popular entry point for beginners learning the basics of numismatic exploration. Even outside the United States, the Lincoln Penny series, including the 2018 issue, is recognized globally by collectors and historians. International coin collectors admire the longevity of the design, the legacy of President Lincoln, and the evolution of the coin through different eras. The shield reverse has been particularly noted by foreign collectors for its strong symbolism and modern aesthetic. Some international numismatists include 2018 pennies in world coin albums, seeing them as representative of contemporary American culture and modern minting technology. The widespread recognition of the series enhances the global importance of coins like the 2018 cent. As discussions continue about whether the penny should remain in production, coins like the 2018 cent may eventually become historical markers representing one of the final decades of US 1-cent minting. If the penny is ever discontinued, collectors will likely revisit years such as 2018 with renewed appreciation. Large mintages mean the coin is currently common, but high-grade examples and certified errors could grow in desirability over time. Numismatists today already consider shield reverse pennies to be an important modern era that will be studied for decades. The 2018 penny's place in this era ensures that it will maintain long-term relevance in coin collections. The 2018 penny continues the U.S. Mint's commitment to honoring Abraham Lincoln, one of the most influential leaders in American history. His presence on the smallest denomination carries symbolic importance, It reflects the idea that leadership and integrity belong in all parts of society, not only in grand monuments or high-value currency. The choice to feature Lincoln on the cent demonstrates a cultural belief that great historical figures should be accessible to everyone. Even a child who picks up a 2018 penny unknowingly holds a connection to a major chapter of American history. This symbolism is powerful and contributes to the enduring emotional value of the coin. The design of the 2018 penny is the culmination of more than a century of artistic change and historical reflection. The 2005 Lincoln cent belongs to the long-running Lincoln penny series that began in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. By 2005, the design had already been in circulation for nearly a century, making each year's production part of a continuous American tradition. The coin still used the classical Victor David Brenner portrait on the obverse, a design respected for its realism, history, and symbolic value. The reverse in 2005 still featured the longtime Lincoln Memorial, which had been used since 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Therefore, the 2005 penny belongs to a late phase of the memorial reverse era, a time where billions of coins were minted, yet collectors closely observe minor variations, die states, and minting conditions to identify valuable errors. In 2005, the penny was made using the same composition introduced in 1982, a copper-plated zinc planchette, consisting of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. The total weight of a standard 2005 penny is 2.5 grams, with a diameter of 19.05 millimeters and a thickness of 1.52 millimeters. Because of the zinc core, these coins are known to be more delicate than older bronze pennies, prone to corrosion and damage if exposed to moisture or chemicals. The edge of the coin is smooth, without reeding. The plating process creates a thin but uniform copper layer, which gives the coin its familiar reddish-orange shine when new, though over time the zinc core may react and cause dark spots or bubble-like surface flaws. The 2005 penny was minted at two primary U.S. mint facilities: the Philadelphia Mint No Mint Mark and the Denver Mint D Mint Mark. Philadelphia produced approximately 3.9 billion coins, while Denver produced around 4 billion, making the combined mintage over 7.9 billion coins. This extremely large production ensures that most 2005 pennies remain common in circulation today, with only special mint state examples, high-grade certified coins, or rare error varieties reaching higher collector interest. The San Francisco Mint also produced proof coins with an S mint mark, struck with specially prepared dies and polished planchettes to create mirror-like fields and frosted relief, reserved for collectors and included in annual proof sets. The obverse features the famous right-facing bust of Abraham Lincoln, originally sculpted by Brenner. By 2005, the design had been modified many times through die re-polishing and touch-ups, but it still preserved the essential artistic characteristics: the finely detailed hair curls, the profile lines of the cheek, and the strong yet calm facial expression. Above Lincoln's head reads the motto, "In God We Trust," to the left is "Liberty," and the year, 2005, appears on the right side. Mint marks such as D for Denver are placed just beneath the year. Collectors often compare minor die differences within these details to identify collectible small varieties. The reverse showcases the full view of the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. This design is admired for its symmetrical architecture and impressive detail. The columns, the steps, and even the tiny figure of Lincoln seated inside the memorial can be seen under magnification. The top features the inscription, "United States of America," with the motto, "E Pluribus Unum," placed above the memorial building. The bottom displays the denomination, 1 cent. The memorial reverse remained on U.S. pennies for 50 years, and 2005 is among the last few years before the 2009 bicentennial redesign. The 2005 penny is known for generally consistent minting quality, though because billions were produced, many coins left the mint with minor imperfections such as die chips, weak strikes, plating bubbles, planchette flaws, and minor doubling. Since zinc-based pennies are more reactive than earlier bronze pennies, some 2005 coins show early signs of wear, discoloration, or surface bubbling even if they have not been circulated heavily. Collectors often seek well-struck examples with strong details in Lincoln's hair, beard, and the steps of the memorial. Even though tens of millions of 2005 pennies were produced without issues, several error types are known. Some of these error categories include die cracks, die chips, off-center strikes, broad strikes, bonded planchettes, clipped planchettes, and plating blisters. One of the most commonly found mint errors for this year involves misaligned dies, causing the obverse or reverse to appear slightly off-center but still within the coin's rim. Meanwhile, sharply dramatic errors, like large off-center strikes or double denomination errors, were rare and can be valuable to collectors. Many collectors search for doubling varieties such as double die obverse DDO or double die reverse DDR, but no major recognized double die for the 2005 penny exists on the level of iconic varieties like 1955 DDO. However, machine doubling, also called mechanical doubling, can be seen on some coins, creating flat, shelf-like doubling, especially around the lettering or the memorial details. Die deterioration doubling is also common in high mintage years like 2005, leading to distorted surfaces or fuzzy-looking details in later die life coins. Proof 2005 pennies minted at San Francisco have a highly polished, mirror-like background with frosted designs created using laser frosting technology. The sharp contrast between the frosted Lincoln portrait and the reflective fields makes these proof coins visually exceptional. Proof coins are struck multiple times with higher pressure, resulting in crisp, sharp details. These coins are not meant for circulation and are sold in sealed proof sets. The 2005's proof penny is typically worth more than ordinary business strikes, especially in high grades such as PR69 or PR70. The value of a 2005 penny depends heavily on its grade, a measure of the coin's condition. Coins in circulated condition, those that have signs of daily wear, are usually worth face value. However, uncirculated coins with bright luster, no scratches, and sharp details can be more valuable. Grading terms like Mississippi 63, Mississippi 65, and MS 67 are used by professional companies such as PCGS and NGC to indicate quality. The higher the grade, the more desirable and collectible the coin becomes, especially if it has full, original luster and no visible marks. The 2005 penny, because of its zinc core and thin copper plating, shows a predictable pattern of wear once it enters circulation. Over time, friction from pockets, coin counting machines, and daily use gradually removes the bright mint luster from its surface, often leaving a dull brown or spotted appearance. Zones like Lincoln's cheekbones, jawline, and hair details are usually the first features to soften as contact wear begins. On the reverse, the steps of the Lincoln Memorial frequently lose sharpness, and the delicate interior lines between the columns fade. In high-traffic circulation areas, some coins may develop small pits or scratches that expose the underlying zinc, creating tiny gray spots which can grow larger if moisture reacts with the exposed metal. These patterns of wear help numismatists identify whether a coin has been lightly used, moderately circulated, or heavily worn. A unique aspect of post-1982 pennies, including the 2005 issue, is their vulnerability to environmental damage. Zinc is reactive, especially when exposed to acidic soil, water, or chemicals. Many 2005 pennies found in the ground using metal detectors show dramatic surface erosion, bubbling, or rot-like holes. Even coins left in humid rooms or spilled beverages can develop dark stains or growth-like spots within months. Plating blisters, which look like small raised bumps, occur when the copper plating separates slightly from the zinc layer beneath. Though not considered mint errors, these blisters are common on zinc pennies and sometimes mistaken for rare varieties. Overall, the environmental sensitivity of the 2005 penny makes pristine examples more appealing to collectors who appreciate coins preserved without exposure to zinc-corroding conditions. Even though the value of the penny is extremely small, the 2005 issue, like all pennies, played an important role in daily cash transactions across the United States. Millions of these coins flowed through retail stores, vending machines, public transportation fare boxes, donation jars, and coin-counting devices. While some people overlook pennies or consider them inconvenient, they still maintain a cultural presence in American life. The 2005 penny represents part of a stage in U.S. monetary history where the mint continued producing billions of low-denomination coins despite debates about production costs exceeding their face value. Economists and policymakers have often discussed whether the penny should be eliminated from circulation, but for now, coins like the 2005 penny remain an active part of commerce, collecting habits, and everyday financial exchange. The collector market for 2005 pennies is shaped by a balance of rarity, condition, and demand. Since the year has an extremely high mintage, ordinary circulated examples have no premium value. However, the market becomes more interesting when discussing high-grade mint state coins, error varieties, or sealed mint rolls preserved since 2005. Enthusiasts often look for uncirculated coins with exceptional luster, minimal contact marks, and strong strike quality. Coins graded MS67 or higher can garner collector attention because they display technical perfection that is uncommon among mass-produced pieces. Proof coins from San Francisco also attract attention, especially if they maintain deep mirror-like fields and frosted devices without haze, water spots, or scratches. As the collector community evolves, the 2005 penny remains a staple for beginners while offering subtle challenges that appeal to advanced numismatists. The 2005 penny was distributed through several official packaging formats. Business strikes from Philadelphia and Denver were placed into bags, rolls, and boxes for release into circulation. The U.S. Mint also offered mint sets, which contained specially selected uncirculated coins from both mint sealed and protective plastic. These sets often contain higher quality examples of the 2005 penny with stronger strikes and better overall surfaces compared to circulation pieces. Proof sets, produced only at the San Francisco Mint, included the 2005's proof set packaged in a sealed lens that protects it from fingerprints, dust, and humidity. These proof sets were sold directly to collectors and remain one of the primary sources of flawless 2005 pennies that survive today. Each die used to strike 2005 pennies went through a demanding production cycle. Billions of coins meant that dies often wore out quickly, leading to weaker details or distortion as they aged. Early die state coins from 2005 show crisp edges, strong hair detail on Lincoln, and clean lines on the memorial building. Mid-state coins begin to exhibit signs of metal flow, where faint lines appear near the edges or around letters. Late die state coins show loss of detail, die cracks, and sometimes die chips in predictable areas such as Lincoln's eye, the corner of the memorial, or the edges of letters. To maintain quality, the U.S. Mint frequently replaced dies or performed light resurfacing. This cycle of die wear is one of the key reasons so many minor varieties and subtle differences exist among 2005 pennies. The 2005 penny is part of a broader series covering the early 2000s, a period known for extremely high mintages and consistent manufacturing techniques. When compared to pennies from 2003, 2004, 2006, or 2007, the 2005 cent shares similar composition, appearance, and production characteristics. However, slight differences in die design, minting pressure, and die polishing can make each year visually unique under magnification. Collectors who specialize in year sets or penny timelines often appreciate the 2005 penny for its place in the final decade of the Lincoln Memorial era, which ended in 2008. This makes 2005 one of the last years before the dramatic 2009 redesign, giving it importance as part of the transitionary period in U.S. numismatic history. Interestingly, 2005 pennies are frequently found outside the United States due to international travel, overseas shipments, military bases, and global container trade. Many American coins unintentionally circulate in countries across Asia, the Middle East, Europe, and Africa. For metal detector hobbyists worldwide, the 2005 penny is a common foreign find, though often heavily oxidized because of zinc's poor reaction to soil moisture. The global spread of this coin emphasizes how American currency has cultural and practical influence far beyond national borders. It also makes 2005 pennies an accessible collectible item for people living outside the U.S., particularly young collectors who enjoy American coins.